Coach Rob here. I wanted to take a few minutes and just explain to you about the effectiveness of that push-pull sprint exercise that you saw on your preseason plyometric assessment spreadsheet. Okay? Think about motocross. From the minute the gate drops to that finish line, you're going through a constant version of acceleration, deceleration. When the bike's accelerating, you're using the posterior side of your muscles. Bike's pulling, pulling, pulling. Then all of a sudden you grab the binders, the bike decelerates, and all of a sudden the anterior part of the front of your body's got to keep you from going over the bars. Then you use a bunch of core muscles to turn the bike. You're back on the gas. The bike accelerates. It's all the posterior back side of your muscles trying to keep you from falling off the back of the bike. You grab the binders and you repeat that over and over again. Okay? What I want you to realize is in between that you obviously have whoops and you have jumps and everything else, which then shifts everything into what we call core body strength. You hear the word core a lot in the world of Moto. Core essentially runs from your pubic bone up underneath your chest and then around into your glutes and into the small of your back. The reason why I wanted you to really focus on this push-pull sprint is, for obvious reasons, push-ups, pull-ups are going to emulate the acceleration and deceleration. But you're going push-ups, pull-ups, and then you're jumping on a Concept 2 rower. Okay? 500 meters wide open. Alright, I want to explain to you why this push-pull sprint set is so productive for you. Was it comfortable for you? Absolutely not. It's probably the longest 10 minutes of your life. Okay? But what I want you to understand is it illustrates the point that riders have a tendency to train here and try to race here. Where what we do with our athletes is we have you train here so you can race here. But this is still faster than everybody else. And by doing so, to get there, you have to do exercises like push-pull sprint. Okay? Now obviously as your fitness gets better, you'll be able to put up bigger numbers for all three exercises. But I did want to explain why they're so difficult, and then I want to explain to you why they're applicable to motocross. Why are they so difficult? Straight up, you're using the largest muscles in the body. Okay? If you think about when you're doing your push-ups, you're using your pecs, you're using the anterior delt, you're also engaging a little bit of lats. Okay? But what you don't realize is when you're in that nice straight back position, you're engaging all your core muscles, that's rectus abdominis, internal and external obliques. You're strengthening and engaging the small of your back, which is the erector spinae group, into your glutes, which is gluteus maximus and minimus. Then it actually goes into your hamstrings and all the way out through your calves, just to hold a pike position for push-up. So think about it, or maybe you haven't in the past, all the muscles that you're doing just to get into the position of push-ups. Now you're knocking them out quickly with good form. Then you jump up and you go right into pull-ups. Well, first of all, you're doing your full body weight. So now you're engaging your lats and your back, okay? Depending on where you're at in the range of motion, you're going to be engaging a little bit more bicep, okay? And you're lifting your full body weight. As you've already experienced, if you've already done the push-pull set, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, and you're watching this before you complete it, you're in for a real treat, okay? Then you jump into exercise number 3, and now we're into the Concept 2 500-meter sprint. Now, the thing I want you to realize, this is why I'm such an advocate of the Concept 2 rower. It literally works every muscle in your body from your toes all the way up to the back of your head. Literally. Okay? A lot of people think that I try to be overly sarcastic with that, but you have to understand your upper traps actually originate on your end of your shoulders and they insert all the way up into the back of your brain, or back of your skull. Okay? So literally, when you're pushing, that's why you notice most motocross racers have very developed upper traps. Okay? Upper traps is just a fancy word for trapezius, which is the actual anatomical muscle. But here's my point. The quadriceps are the largest consumer of oxygen in the body. That's why when you run, your heart rate tends to be the highest. Notice that when you go through a really rough track and you use your whoop, you're going through the whoops or sections. You're using your quads more. The more you use your quads, the more oxygen they suck up, the more difficult it becomes. Okay, you can see a pattern here. The Concept 2 rower, when you coil your legs in and you push back, it's like doing a squat. Then all of a sudden you're engaging your lats and your back by using the pull bar, okay? And you're going through that. How many, I think for some of your pull rate, if you look at the top right hand corner, which is your stroke rate, you may be in the 40 plus range, okay? You're also adjusting the load level, which is more resistance to the body. Okay. Now mind you, you just did push-ups, you just did pull-ups, now you're jumping on there, and you're purposely making your body use the bigger muscles from head to toe after you've already shocked them with push-ups and pull-ups. So I don't mean to be long-winded with it. I just wanted you to understand that this push-pull sprint set is definitely something that's going to take you to a completely new level of fitness. I do want to encourage you, do not try to do the push-pull sprint set at every single workout. Maybe twice a week at best as your fitness gets better, okay? Keep really detailed notes in regards to how many repetitions of push-ups and pull-ups you can do and how fast you can do 500 meters. And throughout the season, if you're backing that up with good diet, your strength to weight ratios are getting dialed in, you're going to see a much better set of numbers as the year progresses. Should you have any questions about this or anything that we've produced for you, please email me. My email address is Robb, R-O-B-B, the number 3, @earthlink.net. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.